Yeah, you can go ahead. Live stream.
Taiwo, please go ahead.
She's speaking. We can't hear you. She's speaking, but we can't hear her.
No, Taiwo, we can't hear you.
Stop sharing the screen first. Let's see. Talk. Let's. No, we still cannot hear you. Are you using any external device, Bluetooth or earpiece? Or AirPod? Okay, I think you have earpiece on. Can you remove it? Can you take it out first? Unplug it from the system. We still cannot hear you.
Hello, good morning. Maybe she should
Yes,
check at volume. Sometimes the Zoom can come down, the volume this thing can come down. Maybe she should check at volume. As speaker, I mean.
she's here. I think she wants to join. She has left. Let's hold on a bit, please.
Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hmm?
Hello, Taiwo.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great.
Can you try sharing your screen again?
Okay. You will have to permit me.
Okay. Give me a second. Right now.
Okay. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, I'm ready.
Alasan.
Hello.
It's
Alasan,
already
go ahead.
live. It's already live. It has been live.
All right then. Good morning, everyone. My name is Taiwo Tomaibile. I am a front-end developer. I was speaking on the topic IORDER functions in JavaScript. Here's my table of content. I'll be covering the definitions of JavaScript and functions, types of functions, syntax, higher order function and callback function. I'll give examples. I'll talk about built-in higher order functions, conclusion, and questions. We're going to talk about higher order function in the context of JavaScript. JavaScript is a programming language that is used in applying functionalities to a website. And it aids in complex actions such as getting details from a form submission. It's also used to make the interface more interactive, and it has different data types that are used. And functions happens to be a data type in JavaScript. Functions are reusable piece of code that used to perform certain functions such as calculations. Usually an argument is passed as the function input data, and a value is being returned as the output. There are different ways to write a function. So just to explain better, I would move to my Visual Studio Code. Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Hello? Okay.
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yes, so just wait. So I mentioned earlier that there are different ways to write a function. We could use the regular function syntax, the function expression, and the arrow function. So we're going to use an example to explain this. Let's say we want to find the sum of numbers in an array. Excuse me. For the regular function, start with the function syntax, the function keyword, followed by the name we want to give to the function. Let's say ARR for array. Then our brackets to put in our input data or arguments. And let's say our argument is numbers, followed by the curly brackets. So we would assume that the initial state of sum is 0. Then we would have to look through each number in numbers array. We just use short form from number. So here we're saying that since sum is already 0, then for each number in the array, we'll be adding we would add the first sum, then so for each number in the array would pass through the sum. To get our output, we need to return sum. And to display on the console the result, we have to call the array. and would pass will pass an actual array in this callback. Let's say 2, 3, 1. Yes, and the sum is 6. 2, 3, 1. 2 plus 3 plus 1 gives 6. Okay, so this is using the regular function. Now let's make use of the function expression. So for function expression, we need to it makes use of variable assignment. So to declare our variable, and let's give it ARR like before. But this time it's acting as a variable. And then the function keyword. Brackets, numbers like before, and the curly brackets. So the codes within remain the same. All right, so this is using the function expression. Now let's make use of the arrow function. The arrow function, it also involves using a variable assignment, but instead of using the function keyword, we use an arrow sign before the curly brackets to signify function keyword. So it gives the same result. All right, so now moving on. So we've covered the regular function expression, arrow function. Now IORDA function. IORDA function, it's a function that operates. It's a function that takes in another function and as its input data or argument, and returns that function as an output. So let's say what is being passed here is not an array, but instead it's another function. So that will make ARR a IORDA function, and numbers function will be called a callback function. Okay, so let's give an example. So let's say we don't only want to find the sum, but we want to get the multiplication of the numbers. It's possible using IORDA function. IORDA function is like a big box where we can have different smaller boxes within. So let's see. So we have so instead of giving an array within the callback in this manner, we can assign it to a variable, then just use the variable name when we want to console log. And here we're using the regular function syntax. We have a function named calculate. It takes in 3 arguments: operation, initial value, and an array called num array. So now we want to look through. Let's see from the number, for every number. So the initial value we're taking will be equal to any operation and the initial value passed, as well as the array that the operation would be worked on. We would return our initial value. So this is our higher order. This is our higher order function. So now we create our sum function. This will be n1 plus n2. I'm missing. Okay, so we'll do the same thing for the multiplication. We'll name it product. So in JavaScript, the sign for product is, or multiplication is the asterisk sign. So so in this case, the first number and the second number we added, and then that number would then be added to the next number, and so on until you eventually get the sum. So now we get our higher order function. And then we'll pass the operation. Sum. So the initial value and the array. So for sum, the initial value would be, let's choose 0. Initial value would be 0, and then the array we'll be using is num. Okay. There's a mistake somewhere, so let me just. Sorry. Okay, I have a mistake somewhere. Sorry, I'll just try to fix it. Okay. All right, so for the sum we have 6, and then for the product, we set the initial value as 1. So So yeah, so 2 plus 3 plus 1 would give 6, and 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 1 would give 6 as well. So this is an example of a higher order function. You can see we passed in this function sum into the calculate function as well as the product function. There's what we call the inbuilt higher order function. So it's a method that acts as a higher order function because it accepts a function as its argument. So let's take a look at this example here. We want to get the square of each number of an array. So our function here is square, and we're passing array. This AAR stands for the array we're passing in as an argument. And we have an empty array. So here we're using the normal regular function. So we look through each number in the array, then we multiply it by 2 and push it into this empty array. We return our new array, and we can see our results on the console. Okay, so let me just close this. Okay. All right, so we can see the results. So yeah, so we returned the new array, excuse me, and so this is the array who's the array that we want to find the square of each number, and then we call this function on it. Now we have the square of each number in the array. So we also have the okay, so if you want to use map or to achieve the same result, all we need to do is, we have a new variable, and then we'll say for this num1 array would map into it that each item j in this array will be multiplied by 2. And then when we console log the new this variable new array, it gives us the square of each number there. We also have the filter inbuilt method, higher order method. So let's say we have an array of objects, and we want to get ages above 18 from that array. So to do that, here we made use of the function expression, and so we have an empty array, and then we look through each item, we look through each item of the array, and we say that if a property of an item in that array, which we later state to be age, if it's greater or equals to 18, then we would push we push the item into our new array and then return the new array. Then we console log by calling persons and age in the pair function, and we have our result with ages above 18. All right, we also have the filter method. Let's say we want to I think, oh yes, so we want to use the filter method to achieve the same result. So all we need to do is have a new variable, and we have the persons array. We have the persons array, which is this. So we are saying in this array, we want to filter out each person that has ages above or equal to 18 using filter. So it gives us the same result as the former. Okay, so that's it. In conclusion, it's a great thing that offering many operation functions such as addition, multiplication, and more. We can reuse the function to enable multiple operations. The idea of higher order function also permits the composability of functions. For instance, you want to calculate the sum of numbers in an array. By using the calculate and sum functions, as well as the calculate and product functions, you can get the product and sum. So thank you for your attention. Let me know if you have questions. Hello, can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, definitely I can hear you as well.
I guess we are just waiting for the host.
I have a question to ask me.
Please, you can hear you.
Before Jackson gets back, if anyone has questions about the presentation, you can just go ahead and ask her.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, I'm listening.
Yeah, sorry, my Wi-Fi went off. I need to check it. Thank you for your presentation, Taiwo. Do you have questions, please?
Regards to the function, I think where my question should point through the function that you worked on. As I know, I'm very much that you have a three types of functions, so I can barely understand the one that you really work. So,
which one? Is it the syntax, the regular function, arrow function? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the regular function, the combination. I don't know. Do you combine the entire functions once? Or pushing through?
No, like for different functions, some I use the arrow function, for some I use the regular function. But the major thing is that it's still the function for using the different kind of syntax.
Okay, that's your slide. I would like to go over it again maybe after this.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Sorry, I was talking. I thought you guys could hear me.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
So, what kind of function is this? What kind of function is syntax? Oh, the answer is yes.
I know the answer.
That's the answer.
The answer is normal function.
Yes. Okay. I don't know. Okay. What about this function?
It is arrow function.
Yes. Correct. And that's all.
All right. Thank you very much.
And you're welcome.
Okay,
For those of you that want my slide, you can just send me a message and I'll send it to you.
Why am I? Can you stop
Hello.
sharing?
Hello.
Jackson, we can't hear you.
Ah, hello. That's hello.
We can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Thank you for your presentation, Taiwo Tom.
Thank you.
Okay. So
Thank you for your
again,
advice, Andy.
okay, you're welcome. Can you stop sharing your screen, please? I'm seeing myself.
Okay.
I was looking.
Okay. Thank
Yeah, it's better to
you.
have it. So, thank you everyone for coming and see
Okay.
Taiwo Tom. You had the privilege of having Mr. Dinka listen to your presentation. It's not every time that this happens, so I'm sure you should be feeling special. Mr. Dinka, welcome. Thank you very much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
And then for people that always